Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Today is actually a beautiful morning. It's only going to be in the high 80s today with no humidity, so you know it's going to be so nice and cool outside. So I figured I'll come out and do some yard work and just pretty much hang out all day long outside and get some stuff done. I'm also going to be letting the chickens out of the chicken coop so they can roam around in the yard while I'm out here. So you guys will see the chickens in a second. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is cleaning out this little area right here. This is pretty much old dead stuff from leaves, pine cones, and pine needles that just needs to get out of here, and I'm just going to throw them over here on the other side of the woods. So I want to clean up this area and get it all nice and cleaned up. I also over the weekend started raking over here, so now it looks really nice and cleaned up over here. I just have a little bit more to do on the side of the house, and then that will be pretty much finished. So that is pretty much my plan. So I figured I would take you guys along today and just show you some things of what I've been doing outside in the backyard. Also, you guys haven't seen Tucker in a while, but he finally got a cut shave down at the groomers. We brought him to PetSmart and got him completely groomed and shaved off completely because he was so matted and so bad. He had a lot of hair on him, and plus the summertime is coming up and it's going to start getting hot in July and August, so we definitely wanted to get rid of all the hair that he had on him. So we figured we'll go ahead and get him set up at PetSmart and get him groomed to get him done with. I think it overtook them about 6 to 7 hours to get him finished. It was a very long time. He went early in the morning and we didn't pick him up until almost in the afternoon around 5 o'clock. So he was pretty much an all-day job. But he is looking so nice. He is completely shaved down to the skin and he is just loving it now. So he stays cool and he can hang out in the backyard in the dirt and just enjoy himself. So he is looking so good. So that is Tucker. Alright, let me show you the other two. The other two are miniature schnauzers, and they haven't had a haircut in pretty much almost maybe a year. So it's been a while since they have had a haircut. So I decided to go ahead and shave them and cut their hair myself. Now, I've never done this before. This was my first time ever shaving and cutting a dog's hair. So this took a very long time. It took me and my stepdad pretty much almost 3 hours to finish both of them. We did them on separate days because it took so long to get their hair done. So this is what they look like. So the one on the right is Ruby, and then the one that just laid down is Bella. And they're just completely shaved and done with, and they look so nice and cute, and I think I did a pretty good job for the first time ever shaving a dog's hair before. So we're going to try to keep it up this time and see how long it takes them to get their hair grown back. Probably I'm going to wait about 2 months and then probably shave them again so it doesn't get as bad as it did before. But that is the little doggies. So everybody is completely cleaned and shaved down for the summertime and just ready for this summertime heat, because it is going to be hot this summer, especially in July and August in North Carolina. So, alright, let's go ahead and get these chickens and show you what they look like inside of their chicken coop. Alright, here are the chickies. Hello, ladies. Hello, chickies. Are you guys ready to come out? Huh? Are you guys ready to come out? Alright, let's get you guys out of here. So basically I just moved this out the way. I can try to move it out the way. There we go. Alright, come on, chickies. Come on. Come on, chickies. There you go. Come on. Oh, you guys got messed up. Come on, chickies. Come on. Come on, chickies. I pretty much got some of them trained. When I say come on, chickies to them, they will pretty much come to me. So most of them are pretty much trained now when I do that. Come on, chickies. Come on. There's a couple left in here. Come on. Come on, chickies. Gonna come out here? Some of them went around the corner. Oh, I don't know where they went now, but come on, chickies. Come on. But this is pretty much what their chicken coop looks like. It's a little messy, so I have to rake a little bit of this and get it cleaned up and give them some fresh food and water this morning. And then they'll pretty much be out the rest of the day until it's dinner time. Hey, sweetie. Hey, chickies. Usually they stay out for a little bit and then they'll come out when they feel like coming out. But let's find the other ones. Oh, here they are. There's a couple over here. So there's a couple right there hanging out. So now they are completely out of the house and in the shed, and now they do not stay in the little pen anymore. We actually let them just roam the whole yard now. So they're learning to roam around the whole yard. It took them probably about a week to get used to the big yard because, you know, this yard is very huge and they were so used to being in one little section. So most of them are learning to actually venture out. They actually are now pretty much completely out of the whole yard and enjoying it. So, but there's the chickies. Here's what they look like. They're getting so big so fast. And they're just loving the yard. They're just hanging out and just pretty much loving the yard. And they're so funny when they're out here too. They're absolutely adorable and getting so big so fast. Alright, I figured I'll pop up here and show you guys what we have done so far. As you guys can see, we finally cleared out all of the dead leaves, the pine cones, and the pine needles that was stuck over here for many years. And now it is completely cleared off. And all there is left over is just dirt. So it looks so much nicer over here. The chickens were actually over here a little while ago. Just digging away looking for worms and bugs, and actually found a whole bunch of them. So it's pretty cool where they can hang out in this area and find all the worms and bugs that they can get while they're over here, and they're just absolutely loving it in this little area. So I figured this would be their best spot where they're going to probably hang out most of the time and find worms and bugs and everything else that they can find inside this little area. So, but I just wanted to come up here and show you so far what we have done. It looks so much nicer over here. It's cleared out and it just makes the yard look so much nicer and cleaner. And so, yep, but that is so far what we have done. Alright, I figured I would come up and show you guys something that we had did the end of May. We were talking about getting a fire pit and having it over here in the corner so we can make like a little fire at nighttime and just enjoy the outdoors at night and just sit around the fire and have some s'mores and everything. But since we had all this wood still, we figured we'd just go ahead and build our own little fire pit ourselves. And plus it's free, so it worked out really well. So all I did was just take little chunks of wood that was pretty much the same size on all of them, and I just basically build like a little square, and then I take little sticks from the front yard and put in the middle, and then all the wood that we have chopped up almost over here in the corner, we just basically take that and just put it in the fire as we need to build it a little bit more bigger. But this is our little homemade fire pit and it works really well. We've been using it pretty much every weekend. We usually do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, and we just sit out here next to the fire and just enjoy ourselves and enjoy the nice cool weather at nighttime when it cools down after the sun goes down. And we're just absolutely loving it. It's been working really well, and like I said, it's just nice to just sit here and enjoy the nice little fire. We put it in this corner right here so the chickens will not come over here in this area. Usually they stay over on the other side, so we figured it would be best just to put it over here in the corner where they don't really go over in this area. So, but I figured I'd come up here and show you guys because I didn't have the chance to show you guys a little while back, and we've pretty much been using it pretty much every weekend, and it's just nice to sit out here. We have little camping chairs that we just put around it and just sit, and then we also do little s'mores at night time too sometimes. But this is what it looks like. So it came out really well. I cleaned it up this afternoon and put some new sticks in there, so when we are ready this coming Friday to build a fire, we can just go ahead and just start the fire. So that is pretty much what our fire pit looks like, and it just looks really nice, and we really enjoy it. And if you guys ever have extra wood laying around in your backyard and you guys want to build like your own little fire pit, definitely do it, because it's really worth it, and it's really nice just to have something like this where you can just build a fire anytime that you want to. So, but here is our little homemade fire pit. Alright, I figured I would walk over to our flower and vegetable garden. It has been a very long time since you guys actually seen any of the plants, and I have gave you guys a little update on them. So I figured I would come over here and show you guys while I'm outside doing some yard work in the backyard. So this is our 4 tomato plants. We had planted these back in April. Then the end of April we had gotten a lot of rain, and it pretty much rained for almost a week and a half straight. And I think all of that rain kind of boosted up the tomato plants and kind of got them to grow a lot faster, because they did take a very long time to actually shot up. When I filmed these last, I think back in April, they were only like maybe about 3 to 4 feet tall, so they were really short little tomato plants. But they have grown so much since then. We did actually get these from Lowe's, and you can see just how wild and crazy it has grown. They have grown so much to the point where they just pretty much connected all together into like one plant. So you can see right here it looks kind of like one plant, but really down here you can see there's 4 separate plants. Now last month in May we're actually finally getting tomatoes growing on here. So here's 3 tomatoes right there. And then if we head over to this area, we have 3 or 2 right there, about 3 to 2 right there. And then if we come all the way over here to the back side, you'll see there is actually 1 tomato plant by itself here, 3 right here, and then 1 right there. So they have actually started growing tomatoes on here, so I'm so glad, and cannot wait to the point where they are getting red and we're able to pick them off and try them out and see how well they have done. But here is our flower plant. This just started growing flowers on here, and then we do have one over here that kind of got mushed down from the chickens, and then we do have a jalapeno or just a regular pepper plant there. And then this plant, I'm not exactly sure, but my stepdad planted this, but I can't remember what it is. And then these plants right here, I got these at Walmart, and they were really little itty bitty tiny plants, and they have shot up so well. You can see that one is pretty much taller than the other one, but they are just so nice. They're actually really soft plants. They're like little fuzzy plants, but they're so cute and adorable. But they have grown since then. And then we have more flowers over here, and then we have this one that pretty much shot up real quickly too. So that is what that plant looks like. So if we come over here, you can see how well they have grown. Now I'll go ahead and show you our other vegetables that we have also planted. Alright, if I stand in the middle, you'll see plants on the left, and then you'll see more plants on the right. And this is the rest of our vegetable garden. My stepdad actually planted all of these plants. We have some jalapenos, we have some pepper plants, and we do have some banana plants that we have not seen yet. And some of them are actually grown on there. And then we got these 5 plants that are the sweet banana peppers. And then this plant is actually our squash that finally laid down and started growing. And then we have 3 more right here. I'm not exactly sure what these are. And then these over here are actually cucumber plants. Sorry, I had a brain fart. These are actually 2 separate plants that actually laid down finally and started growing down. So they're doing very, very well. And then right here is actually our, what are these called? Zucchini plants. These are actually 2 separate plants, and as you guys can see, they have really gotten really tall and big, but they're doing very well. I can't wait to see if they actually start growing some vegetables on them. And then the last thing over here is actually 2 watermelon plants. So I cannot wait to see what these come out. I've never grown watermelon plants before, so I'm hoping that they'll work out well this summer and we'll be able to get a watermelon out of at least 1 or 2 of them. But that is pretty much our vegetable garden. So they're doing actually really well. I cannot wait to get a lot of vegetables out of all of these plants. So there's all of those. And then we do have a pepper plant over here. And then we decided to plant some regular plants. This is a lavender plant that helps like the bugs and gnats and stuff like that. So we got that one there. And then we decided to put one right here on the other side. And then I'll show you the other plants that we got. Okay, so now we also put in some bushes. I got 4 bushes. And so I put one right here in the middle. And then I put one over here on the other side in the middle. These guys are supposed to grow very, very well. I think they're only supposed to get at least 4 to 5 feet tall, and then they're just supposed to kind of spread out. So I got those. Alright, over here by our steps, I wanted to make like a little walkway, so I figured I'll put in 2 bushes on each side and 2 of the lavender plants on each side. So I decided to go ahead and do that. These guys are actually doing very well. They're going to be really big plants. Like I said, they're pretty much the same ones that are on the other side. They're just over here by the steps, and it just makes the little walkway look really nice. So I decided to go ahead and put a couple right here. So that is what the plants look like. I figured I'll come over here and show you guys the chickens. They're hanging out in their favorite spot now. Since we have moved all this stuff over here, they have just been digging like crazy over here, finding bugs and worms. So I figured I'd just show you guys them really quickly. It is starting to get a little later in the day. It's about to be dinner time, so I'm about to start gathering up all the chickens and get them inside of their shed slash chicken coop, and then go ahead and get the dogs inside and get their dinner going and get our dinner going. So I figured I'll go ahead and end the video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Bella, say bye!